It was Jeff Fede who gave government the ultimatum to bring back Ausbert or lose him as the mouthpiece of the UWP administration. Dovey resigned under pressure from some of his colleagues who claimed that he yielded too much power in government. Now, there are suggestions that governmental progress have slumped since the former economic planning minister's departure. But one of Dovey's biggest critics says that's not the case. Rufus Bousquet says government is not being affected by the absence of the former senator.
Well, I can't speak for the Prime Minister. I can only say I don't expect that. The Prime Minister can always make a decision. That's entirely up to him. Prime Minister is the leader of this government. The Prime Minister is in charge of this government. I don't think anybody has heard any public statement on the part of any of the Prime Minister's cabinet or any of his ministers or officials in any way questioning the Prime Minister or challenging any of the Prime Minister's authorities that are given to him by this Constitution. Nobody has done it. I don't think anybody will do it. I sit here to assist the Prime Minister in fulfilling his mandate.
If he decides to bring Mr. Dovey back, will you serve in that same cabinet?
Well, let's just deal with things one at a time.
As Economic Affairs Minister, Dovey spearheaded a development conference to display the government's quadrant development plan to international investors. Political observers have claimed that investors lost confidence in the government just as Dovey resigned his post. However, Bousquet says government's developmental agenda is not suffering from a lack of Dovey.
Mr. Dovey, whatever has been said about him, I wish him well, wherever he may be. But at the end of the day, it's really for the Prime Minister to decide who he wants in his cabinet. I don't know that it's something that Mr. Fede really ought to be dealing with. But he's a citizen, he has his opinion, and he's free to express it. But what I will say is that certainly, without a shadow of a doubt, Mr. Dovey's presence is not missed.
Bousquet is also denying claims that he called for Dovey to resign for his own selfish reasons. The Choiseul MP says Prime Minister King has the right to choose whomever he wishes to serve in cabinet, and if he wants to reinstate Dovey, then he should. Shannon LeBon, HTS News, Channel 4.